My pleasure to introduce each and every one of you to the R360 Driver of the Year, Joe Lambert. Joe is somebody who is bigger than life. Joe has been incident-free in the industry for 21 years. It's my pleasure to introduce to all of you, the biggest heart in the room, Joe Lambert.
Well, receiving the Driver of the Year award makes me real honored and proud. Makes me feel good of all the hard work I've done. My family are really proud of me for doing the job I do. Being a professional driver means to me, when I get in this truck, everything around me and what I do is for my safety and others. It takes all of us working together to make this thing work. It's a team here. We do everything together.
It is my honor and privilege to introduce to you the 2016 Canadian Region Driver of the Year from Edmonton, Alberta, Barry Island.
I feel very honored about being awarded Driver of the Year. Every day I think of safety. When I leave the shop till I get back, and even on the way home, I'm thinking safety. My family feels very proud that I've gotten this award. I take personal ownership of being on the road and in my run. My supervisors, everybody has noticed my hard work, and I'm very proud of that.
I was just amazed. He's been doing this for so many years, so for him to be recognized, it's unbelievable.
He's a giver, not a taker, a contributor, not a consumer. When he comes on board, he's there to help, make the place work, and make those around him better people. And for that, I'm grateful to work with him. Ladies and gentlemen, Thomas Franklin, Waste Connections 2016 Heavy Equipment Operator of the Year and Eastern Region Rodeo Champion from Kentucky.
It feels pretty amazing. I never dreamed that I would have the opportunity.
He's worked for a bunch of places where they didn't acknowledge the work that he does. And I am so proud that he's with the company now that will show him their appreciation. Recognize him for how good he is and how good of a worker he is. Not just an operator, but how good of a worker he is.
Take pride in what you do. Any job you do is worth doing right. I'd like to thank my wife for standing beside me and supporting me in these things. I would like to thank Waste Connections for giving me the opportunity to compete. I would like to thank my uncle who taught me how to operate this equipment.
He is very committed to his customers. He's committed to his equipment. If you spend any time with him, what I've learned, we can learn a lot from drivers like Don. I'd like to introduce you to Don Wicklund, our 2016 Southern Region Driver of the Year.
I didn't even know they had this. They told me I was nominated. About a month later, they told me that I won it. I was just kind of flabbergasted.
I'm just excited for him. It's great.
It's different now. They want you to be safe. Your productivity is something that'll work its way out. They want you to go home every day.
If you got to think about what you're going to do and you don't think it's right, then it ain't right. You move on.
He is one of the best drivers I've ever had the privilege of working with. He's just very, very conscious on doing his job and doing it well. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you the 2016 Central Region Driver of the Year from the great state of Nebraska, Mr. Fred Taylor.
It was an early morning safety meeting, and Ty walked in and said, "I have an announcement to make. Fred is Driver of the Year for Waste Connections for our region." And my response was, I was humbled. I appreciate it. It is hard to explain because I'm an average Joe. I'm just doing my job. I thank everybody from the bottom all the way to the top. You know, even the ones that you don't sometimes see. If you know they have your back, and you can see they have your back. It just empowers you to be a little bit better. It's not just a job. This is a day to remember.
It's my honor this afternoon to introduce the Equipment Operator of the Year. This individual is somebody that I truly admire. I know that goes for his team back home and co-workers. In all of his years of service, he's always demonstrated superior safety, a team-first mentality, and sported a smile.
The best are in the West, all the way from Eugene, Oregon. On behalf of EcoSort, Southern Oregon Division, and the Western Region, introduce Rob Neat, Equipment Operator of the Year.
At first, I really didn't know how to take it. I mean, as far as what it all encompassed, but it's overwhelming to think of all the other people that are qualified that could be doing this, be where I'm at, and somehow I ended up, in the position I'm in.
He's well deserved, because he does. He works a lot, and he does everything he does to the best of his ability to do it.
I'd like to thank my wife. She's always been there. My kids and the company for their belief system in me. I just want to thank all of them for being there, as I would for them to be support, and it's a stabilizing factor. Who would have believed that I'd be here doing this? And what you do in life is because you love it, and that's been my driving force, because if it's something I don't enjoy, you can't put your heart in it. Pretty humble.
It's my honor to introduce Rick Thomas from Sanapac. Safety, customer service, and community are what I think of when talking about this individual. His commitment to safety has produced a 30-year incident-free career. Out of the Southern Oregon Division, the 2016 Western Region Driver of the Year, Rick Thomas.
Well, Josh, he pulled me into his office and said, "Hey, I got something to show you." He takes his thumb drive out, sticks it in his computer, and he goes, "Congratulations, you won Driver of the Year."
The kids were very excited to hear that he had won this award. Felt that he was very deserving, and just amazed at the achievements that he's accomplished with this company.
The recognition I'm getting here is just blowing me away. When I go down the road, I kind of want people to look at me and feel like they're safe in their surroundings. Their kids are safe. That's pretty important to me.
So what a great honor it's been. Thanks a lot, you guys.
Next driver, he hasn't had an accident in 19 years. Daniel comes to work every day with a professional attitude, a safety-first attitude, which we all know is most important. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you the 2016 Eastern Region Rodeo Champion and Driver of the Year, Daniel Daugherty.
My site manager texted me and said, "I've got a surprise for you." I wasn't expecting anything, but when he texted me a picture of the check and everything that I'd won, I was amazed, and it meant a lot to me.
He was very surprised. He was pretty much in denial. He couldn't believe it.
It's really it's unbelievable. I put forth the effort, and going in, I thought, well, there's no way I can do this. Put in my best ability and showing how I could drive. It paid off.
I would like to thank my district manager, Wayne Harrison. He stood behind me and helped me out all through this, and stood right beside me and encouraged me to do the best that I can do. It's one of the best things that I've done.